Hello everyone, welcome to the Clarity 16.2.1 Feature Supportability Training. My name is Bill Yee. And today we're going to cover the new enhancements to CSV import related to business rule support. So what's new for CSV import is that when you now import a CSV and have business rules, those business rules will be enforced during the import. So customers have wanted the ability when they do that CSV import that any business rules that are actually configured for the UI, that the CSV import will enforce those business rules as well. And we have support for view page and attribute update rule types, and is supported everywhere the new CSV import is supported. So why is this important? So prior to this release, in where customers had business rules configured, they had a workaround to get around those business rules by using CSV import to enter their data, but not anymore. So that regardless if they import their data via CSV or enter it in the UI, it's enforcing those same business rules, regardless of the path you enter that data. So things to be aware of is that CSV import feature is still beta for 16.2.1, but we are interested in your feedback. So if you have any suggestions, you run into any issues or questions related to the new capabilities, please let us know. We would really appreciate it. So let me give you a demonstration of the new business rule support for CSV import so you can see it in action. So I'm going to give a demonstration of the business rule support for CSV import. And on these blueprints, I'm going to use the IDEA blueprints, and I've configured business rules on each of these blueprints. So first I'm going to show you the one for IDEA V1. So for this one, this is a set attribute one update rule type, is that when the IDEA priority equals low, set architectural fit to low. So this is important in terms of the rule type and how it behaves for the CSV import. So this is an attribute update, and when the target attribute is IDEA priority, so when it's set to low, when it changes from another value to low, it will then set architectural fit to low. So let's see how this works on the end user side. So these are my ideas, and here we're using that blueprint that we picked. So how it works is that if I set this to low, it will set architectural fit to low. And it does that. So we come with that and change this back to high. Let's see our CSV. So if you're importing data and you're changing a value to trigger, so it's changing from another value to low from the CSV import file, it will set the architectural fit using the business rule to low. But notice in the CSV import, it's medium. Now what it's going to do is going to enforce the business rule. So when I import it, this value should be low because it's enforcing the business rule just like it is in the UI. So let's go ahead and see how this works. Also note in here is that you see the changes. Work status is now going to be applied here, and also to the banner color. These other values will still get applied. It's only the business rules specific to the architectural fit and IDEA priority here. So let's go import the file. You notice, and you'll see here that the business rule was enforced during the import. It set it to low instead of medium. But also you see that the other values got applied, like here for the red, and also to it was requested for the work status. And then if you also see here, the CSV import was successful. So let's show you the other business rule. We go back to administration with blueprints. This one here is a view page rule where when IDEA priority is low, disable architectural fit banner color, and work status. So see the configuration. Again, this is a view page rule. And notice that when idea priority is low, it will disable banner color, work status, and architectural fit. So let's go ahead and see how that works on the end user side. So let's go ahead here and keep that. Let's change the values here. Say to active. Make this high. And let's make this one green. And let's change it to that blueprint V2. So what happens when idea priority is low, so the existing value is set to low. So what happens there, if I look at it, it's better in the flyout, it disables the editing for those attributes, architectural fit, banner color, and work status. So let's see if when I import these files, from CSV to see if it enforces those rules. So say, for example, let's change these 3 values to high. And for this one, these should be editable. So then the items in the file should update the bottom 3 rows, but for the top 3 rows, it shouldn't apply those particular values. So let's go ahead and import and pick our CSV. So here's the particular items. So you see here, since there's a view page rule on this one, it made these items, these values read only. Just like in the UI, these are read only. You want to apply that read only when you apply the CSV import. Now it updated the other values though. Unlike, say, the other rule where you had when it changed the value from 1 to low, this is a view page. So this was high previously. So then there was no rule when the idea priority is high. It then applied the values for requested, medium, and red when it did the import. So the key is that you need to understand the rule type for the business rule when it applies and when it doesn't update. So with that, one important other item related to business rule and CSV import is that these business rules only apply when you're updating records within the grid. They do not apply when you're actually creating records. And with that, because at the time you don't know what the blueprint is to figure out the rule to actually apply. And also too, there's some business rules that apply a template modal to display, and there's no way of actually doing that and handling that via CSV import. So one thing to note is that CSV import business rules only apply on the updating of records. And that concludes my demo.